I'm hungry. How about you guys?
Starving.
Today I will show you some of the Polish local flavor, which are the milk bars. Milk bars are basic kinds of restaurants that serve typical food.
Jak grzyby po deszczu powstawać zaczęły tuż po wojnie. Biała gastronomia szybko zdobyła popularność. Podstawą menu były dania z mleka i mąki przyrządzane na kilkadziesiąt sposobów. Najważniejsze było to, że były tanie.
They gained popularity in Poland back in the communist times because there was not many proper restaurants, and those that were pretty exclusive, and the general masses couldn't manage to eat there.
W domu też już więcej bym zapłaciła.
And why are they called milk bars? Well, at first they served mainly milk-based products such as breakfast dishes. For example, milk with pasta or milk with cereal.
Dzień dobry, cześć i czołem. Pytacie skąd się wziąłem?
There is one iconic Polish comedy which well depicts the satirical nature of communism in Poland, and it's called the Teddybear, in Polish Miś. You should see it because even though you might not get some of the humor there, you will see how we Poles view the communist times.
Mam na przedmieściu domek, a w domku wodę, światło, gaz.
Nie bój, wyłączą ci.
And in that movie, there's a scene in a milk bar which became symbolic for communism in Poland. You can see that in that milk bar, the plates are screwed onto the tables, the spoons are chained to those tables, and the staff of the milk bar is very unpleasant.
Proszę.
Który masz numery?
78.
A ja 74, tylko w kiblu byłem.
Today I will take you to one of the most popular milk bars in Warsaw. It's called Bar Mleczny Prasowy. In English, Press Milk Bar. It's on Marszałkowska Street. We're in a milk bar, very known in Warsaw. It's called the Press Bar, Bar Prasowy. And you can get here pretty much any traditional Polish meals. And I'm gonna get a soup, which our soups are very good in Poland. I'm gonna get a tomato soup and something that I will show you in a second. And after you order here, you go there with your number and you pick it up, just like it used to be in milk bars before. This is tomato soup with pasta. It's one of the best. The cool thing about milk bars is that they're pretty cheap. They're much cheaper than usual restaurants, and the food tends to be really good because it's the sort of food that your mom or your grandma would make at home. Back in the communist times, there was no Coca-Cola or Pepsi-Cola in Poland, so we had different kinds of cola, and this is Coca-Cola. There's also a very famous so-called Polo Cocktail, which was part of a movie, an iconic movie. Oh, it's my number. Jola is gonna pick it up. As I was saying, in this iconic movie, which is called Kingsajz from the 70s, little dwarfs who were enclosed in the dwarf land drank Polo Cocktail. Well, not this one, but it was called Polo Cocktail. And as is with Coca-Cola, which was symbolic for the American culture, American country, and everything like that. And they drank it to become big for like 24 hours, and they had to keep drinking it in order to stay in the Kingsajz, in the big world.
A ty sam jesteś polokoktowiec!
It shows how people in Poland during communist times were enclosed in this sort of claustrophobic community where we couldn't go to the US or behind the Iron Curtain unless we had some kind of special permissions. And it shows, through allegory, it shows the reality of communism in Poland in a really cool way. Back when I was a kid, these were very popular, and we had lemonades and orangeades. Jola, how is your orangeade?
It's delicious.
These are potato pancakes. They are delicious, as I wouldn't order them if they weren't. And I ordered them with mushroom sauce. And Jola here ordered one big potato pancake with sauce a la Hungarian sauce. And this sauce is with carrots, meat, and it depends which place adds also some maybe courgettes or stuff like that. Very nice. There's a book by Anthony Burgess, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, and it was adapted into a film and directed and produced by Stanley Kubrick. It's called The Clockwork Orange. Even though it's not really about Poland, it does have some of those dystopian satirical qualities that well depict communism in Poland. And in that book and the movie, there is a milk bar called Korowa Milk Bar. It serves milk laced with legal drugs. The milk bar in Clockwork Orange doesn't have a liquor license, so the idea to lace the milk with legal drugs was to circumvent that fact. But also in Poland, I don't know of any milk bar that had or has a liquor license, and that might be one of the reasons why the food there is much cheaper. And even though it is much cheaper than in proper restaurants, sometimes it's just simply delicious. So when you're in Poland, make sure you visit one of the milk bars at least. And even though they're not as popular in Poland as they used to be during communist times, because now there's a lot of fast food chains around, but they're still there, and make sure you don't miss it when you're here.